Hello, and I'm going to talk you through what editing softwares our group chose, and the editing softwares we didn't choose, and the reasons to it. The first editing software we discussed about was Final Cut Pro. There are many reasons why Final Cut Pro is an ideal choice. Firstly, when editing our music video, we want visual rhythm for a highlight reel, so our music video is edited to the beat of the soundtrack, and Final Cut Pro provides this. This would allow our music video to be in perfect rhythm and look professional. Secondly, it's able to handle many imports, and due to the amount of shots we have in our shot by shot breakdown and storyboard, this would be essential to look at. Thirdly, due to our black set, we need to adjust lighting when done filming at the editing phase, and Final Cut Pro provides features of lighting and color to allow the music video to look more efficient to the standard our group wants it to look as, and also we may have shadows that we may need to cover within the background, or the lighting of the bulbs or the traffic lights may affect the protagonist who we're filming at. However, lastly, one problem which we found frustrating last year when editing a piece of work was rendering, and due to the amount of shots we have in our shot-by-shot breakdown, which we are going to include in the software, rendering each shot would be a hassle due to its being time-consuming. Okay, so that's 4 points about Final Cut Pro. Let's move on to the next software. Vegas Pro is a good editing software. Most music videos are edited in Vegas Pro. Firstly, Vegas Pro also offers changing the color and lighting of the shot, which we may need to do if we believe the lighting changes in one shot when it comes to the editing process. Secondly, Vegas Pro has a wide range of editing tools such as Edit SD, HD, 2K and 4K material in 2D or stereoscopic 3D with a drag and drop traditional 3-point and 4-point editing modes. This is good for us to have due to us having a wide range of editing sources, which we can get ideas out of. Thirdly, it provides keyframeable effects per effects chain and applies them at the event, which would be significant for us due to us having many shots, and each shot is going to be edited in a different way to allow each shot to be significant in its own way. Lastly, the problem with Vegas Pro is that our school doesn't provide it, and our school budget has been mostly spent on the black set that we are going to build and paint. So Vegas Pro would be a hassle to get. Also, not much members in our group has experience with Vegas Pro. Whereas in Final Cut Pro we do, and editing softwares also, other editing softwares also. Also, it's time consuming like Final Cut Pro when it comes to the rendering phase. So that would be a lot of hassle and it would create a lot of stress upon us. iMovie is an easy software to use which our school provides with. There are good reasons to why iMovie should be the chosen software we edit on. Firstly, we have quick access to it and we don't need to render every shot we edit, whereas in Final Cut Pro and Vegas Pro we do have to do that. Secondly, the problem that we stated out was that the software may not be able to hold all the imports we are going to import, because due to the genre of our music video being dance, pop and club, we are then going to have many shots and music. Thirdly, as A-level students, we want to have a challenge at editing softwares which professionals use to edit music videos. iMovie is not used to edit music videos, which we see on TV, whereas Vegas Pro and Final Cut Pro are which people edit on, so we would get a clear understanding and would benefit us in our own future. Because if we were to go to university and say, oh, we edited our music video on iMovie, we wouldn't look like A-level students. That's more GCSE based. Lastly, iMovie is not complex, whereas Final Cut Pro and Vegas Pro are cumulization. This is a word which technical people use, who are specialists in editing softwares, which means they are too complex with rendering, importing stuff, and editing, etc. Adobe Premiere Pro boasts with being one of the fastest HD importer software available out there today. It is a bit pricey, but it's a quality video editing tool which our school doesn't provide. However, we could maybe fit it into our budget. It is a start to finish video editing software containing all the tools you will need when editing and polishing your videos. It has built-in text-to-speech functions which allow you to search for any quotes within the video, and it allows you to work with any video file format. It also has a load of editing ranges and color and lighting which we might need to have yet again, like I said in the previous editing softwares for the Blackset. The transitions are more music video based. They're not like Windows Media Player where they're slow. They're more up to beat. And knowing our song is club pop dance, we're gonna need up to beat um editing phases for the transition to actually match the music and the visuals on the screen, due to us having a fast beat music video and soundtrack. I'd say a problem with Adobe Premiere Pro would be that no one in our group has used it before, so it would be all new to us. And for right now, we're at the stage where we should know what we're gonna have to edit. Knowing this is gonna be our A2 music video project. The only one we've had experience with is probably Final Cut Pro and iMovie. I've had experience with Vegas Pro, but not the rest of my group. So we're gonna have to split that between us. So it's probably gonna be between iMovie and Final Cut Pro. So we came to a final decision. And the editing software that we chose as a group, which we took a lot of consideration about, was the reason why we chose Final Cut Pro was due to its being easy access within our school, and knowing that we've had experience on it. We've had a few workshops on Final Cut Pro, so it's pretty not too complex for us to understand. However, the bad thing about Final Cut Pro, like I said, is the rendering, which would be an issue. But to solve this issue, we would have an editing schedule for our editing time, so our time would be more planned out. And as well as the rendering, we'll put this into consideration within the timetable, within, sorry, the schedule. So this will be significant to us, and it would help us as a group, and it will be really good. Also, Final Cut Pro has a wide range of editing techniques, the color lighting, the transitions. It's good for quick cuts. It imports a lot of stuff that we're gonna need to import. It won't crash down. Final Cut Pro is a reliable source, and previous A2 music students have used this software. It hasn't been a problem from what Miss told us. And so would say Final Cut Pro is the most reliable source for us to use, and we know how to use it, so it shouldn't be that much of a hassle. Everyone in our group knows how to use it, so the work will be split equally within the editing schedule. So it's really good. It's there, it's free, it's there in the school. We know how to use it, we've had workshops on it. So there's no other reason why we shouldn't choose Final Cut Pro as our final editing software.